Hello, this is Roge Sanjay, and let's see how to supercharge your scripts with Exargs.
This script is an extract from a tool called FuffPlus, and we'll use this as an example throughout the video. So pause the video and have a good look.
Exargs is a CLI tool. It helps you redirect the output of one command as an argument to another command. This is my VPS and here are two files. Test contains A to F alphabets and tlive.txt contains some random domains. This is how it works. By default, all the lines are passed as a single argument to echo, thus output is just a single line. For the love of God, stop using cat for a single line. It does nothing good and costs you a whole process. You can define the number of max arguments to be considered using -n flag. For -n1, it will instruct echo to do echo A, echo B, echo C till F. For -n2, it will be echo A, B, echo C, D, and so on. Now for n3 and so on, look at the screen and use your brain. By default, the values, as we saw, got appended to the very end after echo. But I don't want it to be last. -I will help you do that. It is used to denote a variable to store values and replace them by using the same variable in the command. Stop scratching your head and look at the screen. Here, the curly braces can mean anything. The output is blank as we didn't use the variable to replace our values. By default, it will use a single input as an argument, that is -n1. This is just to show that you can use anything instead of curly braces and finally make you stop scratching your head. You can now prepend or append anything to those inputs as you can see. Now -p is the most important flag here. It is used to specify the number of processes to run for that command. Here it works as if you are running the echo command on 6 different terminals at the same time. This flag is highly dependent on the number of CPU cores, so don't give it a value of 100 and then get back to me with a broken laptop. Yes, these are just some bland stupid examples, but you did not just skip to 10th grade, so here's another. We are just making a file with 12999 as the contents to show you an example. Though might be highly inaccurate, but the comparison is just to give you a very vague idea about the performance. Our work is basically done here. Throw anything into Exargs and supercharge it. But for the sake of the script, let's see bash parameter substitution as a bonus. And you will learn something new, so stop complaining and watch. $$ is used for this. You can manipulate and expand variables on demand without using external tools like awk or sed. There can be a lot of ways you can use those, but we'll just see what's relevant to us now, because we do not have the whole day. The single hash sign is used to remove the shortest path of pattern from a variable, and the double hash signs are used to remove the longest path of pattern from a variable before the value. The % sign is used to remove the shortest path of pattern, and 2% signs are used to remove the longest path of the pattern after the value. Yes, this sounds confusing because it is. Just watch on the screen and focus. Here, a single hash with A stars removes everything before the first A, and 2 hashes remove everything before the last A. A single % with A star removes everything after the first A, and 2% remove everything after the last A. I obviously did not show you all that for no reason. We cannot use certain characters including forward slashes in file names, and thus we use substitution to replace it to something else like hyphen so that we can easily save everything. Yeah, I'll explain the command. -I to replace the input values, sh-c to enter any shell commands. Now inside that we are defining a variable named URL to hold our input URLs. Then we are just echoing the variable out with https removed from the front and added at the end, and with forward slashes replaced with hyphens. This helps directly save data to individual files. Just change the echo command to whatever command you want. Now let's put it all together and see it in action. Here we create 10 processes, -I to replace the input values, sh-c to enter any shell commands. Then define a variable named URL to hold the input URLs. Then we enter the fuff command and use a placeholder with the first keyword to brute force on the URL. And finally we use bash parameter substitution to create respective files with their domain names containing the fuff output. And that's it. Congrats on learning something new. Like and subscribe. Thank you.